everyone. How's everyone doing? It's another Monday, which means it's time for another episode of Sawyer 7. Already up to episode 24, believe it or not. Last week, you all went to Valerian to hire people for your stronghold. Coming across an interesting alchemist and having a wonderful conversation and taking part in an experiment, a mystery potion, if you will. And before finally deciding to head to Zarin. Or unfortunately, you all didn't realize you had been tracked and pulled into the in-between between the material plane and the Feywild, where you encountered some bounty hunters who were not just after you, but after another mysterious person who entered the fray. After having a tense conversation, you all followed him back to one of his safe spots where it continued before your cleric decided to cast Zone of Truth. And it was on that bombshell that we decided to end. So I will let you all pick it up from there.
As I sit down beside him, I motion to the others.
I'll have a seat just studying Jackal's face for a minute.
He be sweating.
I think you had some questions for this. As he motions towards Jackal, this person here, Jackal.
So, start from the beginning. Who are you? Where do you come from? And who are those guys chasing you?
My name is Jackal. I'm from a small village that I never really got to know much of. And the guys are hunters that works for Marcus that think I was the one that killed him.
Marcus is the one who raised you?
Yes.
So they think you killed him. Why?
I don't know.
Don't forget
What were
your
the circumstances
turf.
of Marcus's death?
I wasn't there when it happened. I was still in the cabin.
And where was he?
He had went off to go hunt another fey creature and then just never came back.
So he went off hunting. He never came back. You stayed behind, you were in the cabin, and now all of his friends blame you for his death.
That's my understanding, yeah.
So much so that there's a price on your head?
Yep.
Those sound like some asshole friends.
I mean, they were working in a legal business, so makes sense.
I can relate. I was friends with a Leonin until not too long ago.
Yeah, that cat lost its 9 lives on a heartbeat.
I don't think I want to press you guys for details.
Best not. So these hunter friends of Marcus's who are now hunting you for money, who's paying them? Like, who put the bounty out? Who's the... Like, is there an organization behind this? Or is it just them pooling all of their money to put out this bounty?
Well, it's more than likely that the guys who are hunting me are bounty hunters that they hired to go after me with the money that they got from all of their black market
Oh,
trades.
I see. So the guys we just fought were not Marcus's friends. They were just people who were hired by them.
You know, the bounty hunters around here will work for just about anyone, really.
Do you know where we can find Marcus's friends? Maybe we can help you nip this problem in the bud. If they go away, then seems like your problems go away, right?
I haven't seen them or heard from them since they left to go hunting. And so I don't know where to even look for them. They might be here in the Feywild somewhere. They might be yeah, outside. I don't know.
Well, we need to go into the Feywild anyway. I don't see any reason why you couldn't come with us. And if we see anything or hear anything, then we might be in a position to help you. No promises, though. We have no idea what we're going to see.
Fair, but warning: it is very easy to get lost around here.
Not with our expert navigator, it's not.
There is no true north here, so he's useless.
Oh, fair.
I'm sure someone in your party has noticed that navigation just doesn't exist here. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there.
Lucy, do you want to take this one?
I've never actually been in the in between, Alvin. I can't say if he's right or not.
Is he talking? Are you talking about the in between or the Feywild?
I didn't even know this wasn't the Feywild,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
It's technically part of the Feywild. It's kind of like this middle ground where they meet and things are weird.
Well, to be fair, it's our first time ever in the in between for all of us, so.
I mean, nice thing about being here for like 10 years, I have plenty of data of all the places I've been to that I've jotted down over the years as I pull out a small little like logbook.
I show the logbook to Lucy. Do you recognize any of these places?
DM, do I recognize any of these places?
Nope.
No?
Do you want me to
So-
roll intelligence to see how legible my handwriting is?
You have a +1. You can easily write legibly.
Okay.
If it was D units level intelligence, I would make you roll for it.
Would it be fair to assume that because Lucy doesn't recognize any of these places, we can assume that all these places are in the in between and not in the Feywild proper?
Yes, that would be a good assumption.
So here's a question. This area with all these places on it, this is the in between. How do we get from here into the Feywild?
Y- We would probably have to find a place where the in between ends and the Feywild starts. At the edge of the gap. Similar to how you got here in the first place. You walked through the veil, and you gotta walk out of it.
So we just keep walking?
Oh, not exactly. If you just do that, you're gonna get lost. Or worse.
Make an
I
intelligence check
might
for
know. Me?
Yes.
19, as per usual.
You know where the two. You have some general idea of where the two veils are to travel between them if you want to. You've just never marked down locations because you haven't had a need to go to either side before.
So I haven't been there yet, but I have a general idea where we need to be to cross into the Feywild.
I turn to, like, I pull the rest of the group aside out of Jackal's earshot and just whisper to everyone, like, so what do you think? Should he come with us and be our guide?
Well, if he thinks he can get us there, it's like I said, I've never been here. When I came over, I just casted a spell through the gate, and it brought me.
It's fine with me. And when the whole group is satisfied, I'll turn back to Jackal and say, like, okay, you can come with us if you want, if you'll show us the way.
Cool. You don't mind me asking, what are you guys here for anyway?
That information we'll share at the proper time. No offense. I don't, I hopefully you can't really blame us for not fully trusting you yet, but given how this whole conversation has gone,
I,
but by
I
the
think
time
it's
we,
only fair to tell him what he could possibly be up against since we grilled him so hard, and allow him to make the decision if he wants to travel with us.
well, I guess we're not really sure what we're up against. We know what we're looking for. We're looking for like a mineral or a substance that's supposed to you're supposed to be able to be found in areas where um where like you can shift between planes.
So, like where we are right now?
I guess, but I don't see I had no idea how to go about locating this mineral.
Right. Do I know of any mines where we could potentially look for it?
You don't know of any mines, but the rock does sound familiar. The description of it.
Is it something I would have seen recently?
No, but you have seen it before in the in between.
Ah, so that's what that shiny. You mean the shiny one? The really bright shiny one?
Yeah, white, shiny.
Oh yeah, I've seen it a couple times.
Looks like a
Don't
brick of
really
cocaine. Sorry.
take a point.
Okay, now I've just got the crab from Moana singing "Shiny."
Like it pops up here and then. You're now around here. Don't really know if there's a reliable way to mine it though.
Above game, do we know how much we need?
No.
Well, that complicates things a little bit because this could be like a few hours and we're out of here, or if we need to actually like mine the stuff, could be a lot longer.
I, I mean, hey, The bounty hunters come around here often. Maybe they might have some.
I'm just sitting there eating and listening.
Okay.
Can we check the books that we have and see if there's anything that would indicate how much Titanite do we need?
Yeah, which book?
Um,
Second week in a row, it's the one tab I don't have open of all the tabs I normally have open. Anywho, please continue.
um, well, so I've got the book about Moradin, which I think is probably the best bet. I think the only other one is a book about Erithus.
Morden's the one where you learned about the prototype in the first place, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So that's likely where we would find it.
But Royce may have others that he could check.
The only one Royce has that might be of interest potentially is Gond and or the Rites of Prime Ascension. And I will tell you that they are not in there.
Bio gets up and walks outside.
Make an intelligence check on the. Actually, hold on.
On the
Don't
book?
you still have it on you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Make an intelligence check on the book.
Guidance, I assume?
On the way out, yeah.
All right, that's a 23 total with guidance.
Okay. It doesn't say how much of the material you need, but you have the prototype in front of you. Like, you can roughly feel how much it weighs to where the more you think about it, you can probably realize, depending on how many you need, you could probably get this much if you needed to.
So I get, like, depending on how much this stuff weighs, that'll sort of,
Yeah.
like, okay, we need about this amount.
Yes.
Well, I vote we go take a look if our friend knows where we can find it. That might have shortened this trip by a lot.
Maybe take a little extra too, so you can do some cool shit at your forge with it.
Always happy to do that.
Give me 1 minute. Somebody else has an idea, so. What was it, Sir Axis?
I'm sending you now.
Okay.
The derp cleric has an idea?
Yes. Well, that's unlucky. Spell fizzles. Doesn't work.
Kind of figures.
Yep. Five and lower, and that
Ouch.
happens.
I could do it again, right?
Yeah. You want to burn another spell slot?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll try my metal dice this time. 72.
Okay. What are your 25 words? What you had in chat?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make an intelligence check. Oops, I rolled out of my dice tray.
And I'll send him guidance through the messaging.
Nah, you can't. You can't
I
do.
get
That'd be
that
cool
now.
if you could, though. That
Just
gives me
have a
that gives
mage
me an
hand pop
upgrade to
out.
the banana phone idea. Anyway, you get a message back, like 2 minutes later, and it's like, just between planes. It's kind of very hard to describe. It doesn't really occur supernaturally, and there isn't a lot of it when you find it. But the good news is that we shouldn't need too much. If I find out any more, I'll let you know.
Alright. I'll walk back in. Well, I just got confirmed that if we do find any, it's not going to be much. And if I remember correctly, he said we don't need that much, but still.
We might need to find a few different sources.
Yeah, a few different types, a few different nodes at least.
So if we know, so is it that if we know that this stuff occurs out here in the in between at least a little bit, Lucy, do you know, is there more in the Feywild?
Would I know that?
There is not more in the Feywild, but it's more consistent in the Feywild. Because there is travel in and out, which does pull the planes together, which does create it.
So like the individual like nodes are not bigger, there are just more of them, or
Correct.
okay.
It happens more often, if I'm understanding correctly, it happens more often from like how I traveled there. I used a spell and that like kind of causes one to be made
Yeah.
or something like that.
No, I was just trying to like figure out like is there a compelling reason to still go into the Feywild?
We also got to keep in mind that the Feywild like merges with other realms constantly.
I mean, I think going on into the Feywild sounds like our best bet, but we can see what there is out here, but like Bael just said, if whatever we find, it's not going to be much. We might have better luck just continuing on, and
Well,
sounds
we
like
we
we'd
have
have better
other
luck
reasons
there.
to go to the Feywild anyway.
Quick question before we get going.
Yeah.
Not talking the
Oh,
Rara, I'm talking the Alvin.
Get wrecked.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
How long were you guys awake before you got here?
Um,
I don't know how long we've been in here compared when we
yeah, DM, I don't know.
Well, like how long you guys were in so far?
What time was it when we entered?
Probably like close to noon.
So we had been awake for like 4 or 5 hours.
Something tells me we've probably been awake longer than that.
Well, we've been in here for a minute, but
Okay, so we do have some time before we gotta worry about like sleep and stuff. And no, don't expect the sun to set anytime soon.
how far of a journey is it to get to the Feywild from where we are?
That question requires time actually functions properly when we're not in the Feywild.
Time is a weird soup.
So do you think we should just rest now or start walking?
We can probably get to like one or two more checkpoints, or hidey holes before we have to start worrying about fatigue. But we're gonna have to keep personal track of how long we've been here because this area has no sense of time. So things do not occur in ways you would expect them to.
Gotcha. Well, I'm satisfied and I'm ready to go if everyone else is.
Also, if you feel younger than you're supposed to be, that's normal.
So I'm 5 years old.
You're quite big for a 5-year-old.
Well, technically, what do you humans say? I'm 18.
You you were you raised here too?
No.
Huh. Anyway, and I start taking them to the next location.
Try
Sort
and
of like
try to avoid big plants and bushes.
I'm assuming I can just like grand line this and just have a checkpoint system where each location is basically a marker of how I get to the next one.
Yes, pretty much.
How long does it take for us to get to the first one?
You probably have spread them in your mind and how you perceive time, probably about an hour apart.
How does everyone else perceive it?
After you guys get to the second checkpoint, you guys are uh, very tired.
Well,
See
I
what
guess
I
we
meant
rest here and
by
do the rest
time
of it in the
works
morning.
weird here?
I'm still not used to it.
I've been here for 10 years, so I had plenty of time to.
10 years that you know of.
I bet you
10
had a,
years I could count.
I bet you had a lot of lonely nights too.
Like,
I'm
since
sorry,
you
that was
guys
trying to be funny. I heard people joke like that before.
since you guys look like you need the rest here, we can go ahead and set up shop. I'll volunteer for first watch since I'm not really tired right now.
I'll take first watch. You sleep. We need you fresh. And
Okay,
frankly, I still don't trust you to watch over all of our sleeping bodies.
I mean fair.
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
I assume Royce will take third.
Yeah.
Anybody need some healing before we rest up?
That's what resting does.
I forgot his passes.
I had to.
I'll go ahead before I start my watch. I'll go ahead and make some more acid.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna go ahead and take my gauntlet off and just reveal the shadowy blob that is my arm.
Fair.
You know they make penicillin for that, right?
And before I go to bed, I look at everyone and go, "Don't put that on; it will stab you."
Any other information you'd care to share?
No, that was just important. Someone else already tried and they lost a pinky.
And you don't think that's important for us to know something about? And I point toward his shadowy hand.
I mean, I was born with this, so
He already told us about that.
No, I believe the correct term is by L casted detect magic and figured it out.
Oh, okay.
All right, I need perception rolls from everybody who's taken watches.
Just use my passive.
Yeah, you can just
I'm
use your
rolling-
passive if you want to.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 25.
You gotta sing that it's a natural 20 like that guy on TikTok.
I'm not familiar because I'm
There's
35.
a puppet that sing. Never mind. It's funny if you get the reference. It's weird.
I'm not familiar because I'm 35.
Damn it. Making me feel old for being on TikTok. 31 now. Anywho.
32, and I don't do TikTok.
Chuckles in 22.
Youngin. I get to actually say that, and it makes sense. You guys hear some weird sounds, stuff you're not used to, but nothing seems to be able to sense your presence coming from this little hidey hole inside these rock walls here. Kind of have kept you safe for the night, so you guys are able to get a long rest.
When my watch turns over and Lucy comes out, I'll just really quickly say to Lucy, like almost like I've been lost in thought for an hour or so, like, hey, Lucy, do you think I'm being too harsh on him? There's just something about him. I still feel like there's something he's not telling us.
Well, he's been stuck here a very long time from what he says. Maybe it's not so much that he's not telling, but that he doesn't know.
Yeah, I guess that's possible. I don't want to be an asshole, but I also don't want to put the rest of us in danger.
No, your actions are understandable, especially after the price we all paid to get them to leave us alone and him alone.
All right, well, good luck. I'm gonna go get some shut-eye.
Yes, go sleep, Evan.
All right. Click your long rest buttons if you haven't already.
Question: the food in the in between, would it set differently with our stomachs?
Like if you ate like the natural plants and stuff around,
That are edible?
well, you wouldn't know if they were edible or not.
Oh. I thought,
So yeah, it's like all natural foraging. If you mess up, you can mess up.
like he said that he had some food in the one cave or something.
Yeah. He has figured out what's edible and what's not, but
And the first thing Jackal does when he wakes up from his cold sweat is put his arm back together because when he wakes up, it's just a giant blob.
Of shadow magic.
Yes, and then he puts the gauntlet back on to hold it in place.
All right, I'm changing up my spell preps a bit for today. It's
Mr.
all,
Fancy Divine Spellcaster able to change his
hey,
spells on the fly.
hey, no point in being able to do it unless you do it.
That is true. Reminder, I did unprepare a spell and put Zone of Truth on your list pile last week. If you want to undo that, now is the time. With that, you guys all get a long rest in. And are going to head out, I assume, towards the entrance to said Feywild. Again.
And while we're moving onto that, I'll explain to Alvin what what equipment I have and how some of it works, like the gauntlet and the focus that I have and all that.
I listen attentively. It's less important to me how it all works and just more important that he seems to be willing to tell me, which is making me soften on him a little bit.
Okay. You guys ever looked at a word so long you think that it's spelled wrong, but it's not?
Yeah.
All the time. What's up?
Yeah, I just had that happen to me with a word.
What word?
I'm not telling you guys.
The word weird does that to me all the time.
Yeah.
What,
All right.
afraid we're going to spam it in chat one day?
No, the word is starfish.
I think for me, all words do that if you just read them like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Yeah, that's what happens to me
It's
too.
like
So
it all just becomes a collection of random like squiggles and syllables.
marching orders. What order are you guys traveling in today?
I guess I'll go up front.
Okay,
Bryce and I will be in the back with the Drake.
I'll be in the middle.
cool. I assume you need Jackal up front to guide you.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and I still want to keep an eye on him too, so that works.
Okay.
And then we just have Tomash as the bodyguard for the heel stick.
All right. Thank you very much.
Just wait until I get another level or two.
Alrighty. I need a D20 roll for the weather today.
Can I do the first one since this is my terrain?
Certainly can.
A 2.
It is seasonably temperate as you understand it. Here, nothing seems super super out of the ordinary in terms of the weather today as you guys start to make your way through some semi-rocky terrain, winding through some creeks and things on your road to the next location. Make it
So we're having ourselves a rocky road, eh?
Hey, thank you for getting the joke.
I think every weather roll we've made so far has either been like precipitation, wind, or normal. And
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for that one roll where it's like you get caught in a hurricane.
there is no hurricane roll.
Like, oh, earthquake.
Yeah. Extreme hot and extreme cold are the ones you have to look out for, because then mechanically things happen.
We rolled the d20 wrong, and all of a sudden the neighboring volcano goes off.
I
Right?
need everyone to make dexterity saving throws to dodge the falling lava.
Oh no, it's Pompeii all over again.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, the lava's not what's gonna kill you.
Sorry, 1 second. Oh no, our mountain, it's broken.
Yeah, the lava's not what's gonna kill you. It's all the ash in the sky that is just gonna suffocate
It's
you.
the nuclear winter that follows.
That too.
I need everyone to actually hold up. Give me 1 second.
Nuclear winter, cue Fallout Radio.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry, 1 second. All right. Yeah, I need everyone to make perception checks, please.
$21.
19?
22.
Okay, 22. Vile, what do you have?
26.
That is a 23 for Royce on the perception check.
I had a whopping 11.
Oh no.
Tomasz sees everything.
Yeah, Tomasz. One time I want to do a perception check where the lower you roll, the better.
This would be the best place to do it.
No, it wouldn't be. Vael.
Yeah, it's like there's something terrifying. So if you roll high enough, you see it, and then you have to make a save or get frightened.
Oh,
But
God.
if you roll low, you're fine. That could be interesting.
Well, I can't be surprised, so.
You're right, you can't be surprised, so they don't have advantage on the attack roll. But you look up to your right as you all of a sudden see one of the pieces of the rock jump out at you.
Is it attacking?
Yes.
I'm
we're
gonna use my
about to
reaction.
I think I'm about to get rocked here.
Lower. What's the lower roll? Or how much do you lower it by?
I increase his AC by my charisma, which is 5.
So that's a 30. Now I have to math and I don't like it.
You're welcome.
We know.
D&D, motherfucker.
8.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say numbers, but that beats it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I got really lucky there.
Thank you.
It's a kitty.
Do I get a reflex save?
I need you to make a strength saving throw anyway. You also.
I was gonna say reflex save, not in 5th edition. You don't.
That's so 5e or 3.5.
I know, that's why I said it.
So that is 25 points of damage. What was the strength saving throw?
17.
Is
he within 10 feet of me?
Yes, he is within 10 feet of you.
So 21.
So he is still knocked prone.
Damn.
By this gigantic salamander worm thing that seems to almost be made indistinguishable from the rock. As I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
I always hate it when they break those.
Great. Now we have Dennis Rodman here.
I also should have pre-rolled initiative for these things, and I didn't, and I was...
I'm just going to let Rai roll my initiative from now on.
Oh, because I did so good last week? What is it now? What do you have now?
I rolled a 2, so 9 total.
Oh yeah, they also get movement, so there's one there and one there that you guys see. What's your initiative total?
+7. I
Uh,
rolled a 2.
do you want to take my 19? No, you don't take my 19 instead. That's too good of a roll. Where the heck did my fuzzy pen go?
Hey, Mael. Want to be mad?
Why?
I got the same roll as you, but instead I got a 19 because I got a reroll it for advantage.
La-di-da.
Okay, anybody have over 20? Besides Royce with the 24. 20 to 15.
19.
I have a 15.
I have 16.
Lucy, Alvin. Tomash, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 5 with advantage.
Woo! What'd you get again, Bio? 9?
9.
Yeah, guys, look, I have a +9 with advantage. It's going to be very rare that I'm going last.
I
You're actually
laughed
going
so hard
second,
that
which
I
is ironic.
scared her.
Because my highest roll of the 2 was a 10.
Alrighty. Royce is going first, and then Jackal is on deck. So, and by the way, I will say because these two have now moved, they are now distinguishable from the rock, and you can see them, even though this one is still like up on the rock, looking down at you guys. Royce is gonna take 2 shots at the big one. Sharpshooter. That's only gonna be a 13 on the first one, so no sharpshooter on the second. That's of course the fucking nat 20. God damn it.
Always the roll you don't want it to be.
8 on the crunchy crit, plus I rolled an 8 for 16, plus 8 for 24. Plus 5 necrotic damage for 29 points of damage on that. Wait. Plus I'll take the Drake damage for another 10. So 39 points of damage. Drake bonus action takes a bite. That's his second nat 20 in a row. What damage does the Drake do? Oh, it does 1d6 plus 3. So that is 10 points of damage. So 49 points of damage for Royce. Jackal, you're up. Lucy, you're on deck. Holy shit.
You know what time it is.
Is it doggo time that I forgot? I don't think I saved.
Wow. Yes,
No, this is
doggo
D&D.
time.
Oh, there it is. I saved
I'm
it.
gonna have the doggo attack the farthest one that I can see.
So this one. Or do you want to attack the one that's looking more directly at you?
One looking more directly at me.
Okay.
Because I feel threatened.
Alright.
And then for my normal action, I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
Oh, God.
20-foot cylinder.
Okay. How are you? Do you want it to get both of them?
Both of them, preferably without hitting my doggo.
That's actually doable. If you move him there.
Cool. Roll 2 deck saves, please.
Alright. I assume a 10 isn't going to do it on both of them. 10 and a 12.
Yeah, my DC is 18.
Yeah.
That's 10 bludgeoning and 16 cold.
10 bludgeoning and 16 cold.
Yes.
So that is 21 total points of damage because they take half bludgeoning. Cool.
And that area is now difficult terrain.
Oh, excellent. Very good.
Well, just for the one turn.
Yeah.
All right, now Doggo's gonna bite.
All right. But a reminder, Lucy on deck, Alvin after that.
I don't think a 19 hits.
A 19 does not hit.
Cool, that's my turn.
All right, Lucy.
Can I still see like through the ice storm? Thing?
Correct. Yeah. It basically kind of drops it in one turn.
Fireball. Same position.
Okay.
Would that make the difficult terrain go away because it melts all the ice?
Yes. But you don't know that. You've never done this combo before. Yeah, 17 doesn't save, and that was the higher of the two rolls, so.
Also, bit of a misconception I had last week.
What?
I can't actually change my Doggo's target.
Oh, I thought you could as a bonus action for a sorcery point.
I reread the rules. That's not how that works.
All right. Thank you for correcting yourself. That is what is important about D&D.
29 fire damage.
So, okay. As the fireball smoke kind of clears from it, you just see that their rocky carapaces have kind of heated up as they probably didn't take as much damage as you thought they should have.
Great. I'd
Does
also
there
like
fire
to
and ice
move.
can the Trojan man pop up and say for her pleasure, please?
Sorry, what?
I said, since we have fire and ice, can the Trojan man pop up and say for her pleasure, please?
Oh. I thought you were going to ask if I was George R.R. Martin for a second. But yeah, that'd be really funny.
If we had a bard to sing a song of ice and fire, then maybe.
Take a point. Also take a point, Cats. That was good. Where would you like to move to?
Behind the Drake.
Okay.
Do you think this is a game?
I think this is a game. Yeah, and the difficult terrain does go away. Alvin! What's your go? Bael, you're on deck after all of the salamanders.
All right. Yeah, let's try this just because it's different from what I usually do. I'm going to cast Command at 2nd level so I can target 2 creatures.
Uh-huh.
And so the 2 that just got hit by the fireball and the ice storm, I'm going to give the command Flee, which means that on their turn, they have to use their entire turn to just get as far away from me as possible. And they have to make wisdom saving throws to see if it works.
On their turn or now?
Right now, they make wisdom saving throws. If they fail, they have to do that thing on their turn.
That is... What's your DC?
DC is 15.
So that's a 16 and a 20 on the die, so they will both save. with plus zeros.
All right. Then I will just, as my bonus action, I'll harness divine power to get the second level spell slot back.
Okay.
And then I
I
will
don't know
move.
which is worse: a enemy with a low O modifier getting a high roll, or you with a high modifier getting a low roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, then I'll move to get right up next to the one that the Drake is next to,
Okay.
just to provide, like, over to the side if I can, just to provide flanking.
So there, pretty much.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
I was hoping at least one of them would fail.
All right. First Rock's turn is the one that attacked by L, so he's going again.
Stuck in between a rock and a hard place there, buddy?
I'm about ready to smell what the rock is cooking.
All right, that will hit by L.
Reaction?
Confirming you're using your reaction?
Yes.
Okay. How many times can you do that? I forgot. Is it every turn, or is it?
It's a reaction.
Yeah, as a reaction. Yeah, that's true. Guess what I rolled? Another 18. So it beats it on the 30. I picked good die tonight. So that will still hit.
I hate you so much, but I can't help but love you.
For 23 piercing damage by L. It's going to bite you again. That will miss with the 23. And then it's going to boom, bring this huge rock horn on its head into Alvin.
So before that happens,
Which will also miss. Sorry.
So before that attack happens,
Mhm.
or even after he attacks Bael, can I make an attack against him with Sentinel
Correct, yeah.
as a reaction?
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
Okay.
That is a dirty 30.
That will definitely hit.
And I'll do a second level smite
Okay.
and a hit die.
Yep.
So that is 19 slashing.
So that is...
So it is from a magical weapon, if that's important.
It is
or-
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh, all bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Yep.
Okay. So
9.
19, so he'll take 9.
Yep.
8 radiant.
Okay.
Or sorry, 16 radiant.
Okay, 25 and
then 8 lightning.
so 33 points of damage.
Yep, 33. And he took full lightning?
Correct, yeah.
All right, yeah, that was the one I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but
Yep.
that's good to know.
Fire,
Okay, and then
fire, bludgeoning,
he,
piercing, and slashing.
okay, and then he missed me with his second attack. Cool.
With his third attack, yeah.
And since they're earth elementals, it's very likely they are immune to acid.
Damn, you activated my trap card.
Well, we've got acid grenades. We can find out. We can fuck around and find out.
I can't decide who to attack. Okay. This one's going to come down and go for Royce with his head ability. That will. What the fuck is his AC? That'll hit.
Sir Royce did not consent to getting head.
21 points of damage. And... Oh, he actually can make the strength saving throw. That's good to know. Cocked it. 13 plus 5 is an 18, so that will unfortunately knock him prone. 8. Yeah. Oops, I put them on the freaking board and I forgot where I put them. They're there. That will knock Royce prone. And then he will make 2 bite attacks. That is a nat 1 and... Oh, no, sorry, advantage because of prone. That's 2 nat 1s. So the first attack misses.
What are the odds?
1 in 20.
And second one will be a 2 turns into a nat 20 on the second one.
Bad luck.
Damn it.
Just me and Lucy are just the fuck you crew.
Yeah, that is true.
Subtract 3.
Yeah, so it will 110% definitely still hit, but it will only do 27 points of damage rather than the 57 that would have originally happened because of the crit. That was his second bite attack because the first one missed, so that is the end of his turn. Your Dogville Omen gets an opportunity attack.
Cool. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, 24 does hit.
That would be 8 plus 3 is 11, right?
Yeah, but is it bludgeoning or piercing or slashing?
Piercing.
So that's half.
And now he has to roll a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. What's the DC on it?
13.
So that's a 16. So it's 5 plus 11. Okay.
Good to know that it has a 11 for its strength saving throw.
It's the only bonus it has.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunate. Alright, he's not going to make a rock charge attack against you. Your AC is what, 15?
14.
Okay, so that will definitely hit. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm only crying on the inside. Five.
Knocked prone and 27 points of damage.
They're what, half my health?
Well, I just rolled 2 2s on the first bite attack, so that misses. Second attack will hit you. The second bite attack will hit you, though, for 27 piercing damage.
I have 1/10 of my health left, and my total is 60.
Don't feel bad. I'm bloodied.
But with that, it is Bael's turn now. And then Tomash is on deck.
I'll stand up. As I'm standing up, I activate my 3rd level spell, my ring.
Okay.
Look around, make sure everybody's within so many. Yeah. That everybody gets 32 points of healing back.
All right.
I am now less dead.
Good thing you have a life cleric, huh? That was an action.
Yep.
That doesn't count towards casting the spell, does it?
Correct, because it is your item. It was activating a magic item.
And I could do a bonus spell. That's an action spell. I'll do Mass Healing Word. So
Okay.
everybody will get 14 back.
Cool, cool, cool.
And then I will shift to the left without provoking attack opportunity.
Like there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And put my back up against the prone dude.
For your button jackal's face. Cool, got it.
Yeah.
Whatever does it for you.
Technically, we would be touching asses because I'm facing the thing trying to kill me.
Oh, that's true.
That's all I could do.
Tomash, you're up.
Well, I guess I'm gonna find something to hit.
You have several options available in our selection this evening.
I'll just go with whatever's closest to me.
Okay.
I had to cast in spells. I was bloodied.
Got 25.
That'll hit. Alright, failed the save. So that is 5. And then what Crimson Right damage are you doing? Or did you
I
not?
didn't actually crimson right.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
14. That's not gonna hit.
That is not gonna hit, correct. Sorry, I'm still doing the fucking damage from the previous. It's 20 points damage.
Then a 19 to hit with the javelin.
That
probably
will
not
also not hit.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Well, I guess a bonus action, Crimson Right.
Okay.
And of course, I take max damage.
Damn. Damn. Okay. Royce is up again. So he's going to take half his movement to get up. He's going to hit the one in front of him. I'm rolling high. I'm going to roll sharpshooter on this one. Hey, that paid off. It was an 18. Plus 8 is 26, which will hit for 24 points of damage. Which will be enough to kill it as he hits the eye, which seems to be a weak spot, and it goes through, and it just kind of flops down. He'll turn around, and I'm going to get really greedy and sharpshooter a second shot.
If you got it, flaunt it.
That is a 17 plus 8, so there's a 25, so that will in fact hit. That's only 1 for damage, plus 9. Oh, I forgot the necrotic too on the first hit, but it doesn't matter. So 9 plus 2, because I rolled really, really low, is 11 points of damage. And then over and hit. Will miss with the 21.
Don't forget the +2.
That's a 23, so that will in fact hit. Thank you. So 3 points of damage on that. Oh, crap. I didn't have that. I halved it on the second one. I didn't have it on the first one. Oh, well, whatever. My mistake. I fucked up.
Free damage, I guess.
I fucked up my own creature. That's okay.
DM's a mistake, our boon.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, hold up. Does the 10... This is a really, really good question. What does the 10 damage from Sharpshooter count as?
It counts as more piercing damage. Like, if it doesn't say what type, it's just added to the weapon damage type.
Okay, so... Actually, yeah. No, that would have been enough to kill it, even if I didn't have it, so... Even with the half, so yeah. Cool. Jackal, you're up.
Cool. Quick ruling question.
Yes.
So it says here that whenever I use a spell slot to cast a spell, I can immediately teleport or 15 feet to unoccupied space. Does that provoke attack of opportunity?
No, because it's a teleport. You will teleport and still be prone, though.
I mean, that's not my concern right now.
It's true.
I'm going to use a second level slot to cast Rhyme's Binding Ice.
Okay. Is that a spell attack or a
30-foot cone.
Okay.
I think it should be a rule where if you cast that spell, you have to say a rhyme.
No.
Like, you have to say something that rhymes with Rhyme's Binding Ice.
Con 18, right?
Yep. Because we're all just trying to be nice.
There you go.
16 plus 5 for 21.
So that's 14 cold damage, half for 7.
Yes.
And because they succeeded, they're not hindered.
Correct. And you are
And I'm just gonna zoop right out of there.
Which direction would you like to go?
Behind Elvin.
So, like, there against the wall, or, like, literally up the rock on that first platform there?
Just on top of the rock.
Okay.
And then I shall get up.
Okay.
Behind me is usually a pretty safe spot to be.
Yeah.
Usually.
Does Elvin, like, see me just suddenly pop up above him?
Hey, he sees you disappear and hears the pop behind him.
It's not in the top 10 weirdest things that Alvin has seen this week.
That's fair. That is very fair. Anywho. Your Hound goes now, right?
Like, and Alvin himself can also, like, I have Misty Step. Like, I'm not a stranger to people teleporting.
Yeah.
But I mean, you usually have to use your casting to teleport. I could cast a spell and then boop at this, flip at the same time.
That's true, because it kind of like, as the ice is finishing, you teleport, so it is a little weird. That's true. That's fair.
That's notable. I still would not put it in the top 10.
Yeah. Anywho. Omen's turn. He has to move up to and attack the target, correct?
Yes, his turn has to be dedicated to killing whatever I told him to kill.
Okay.
But I rolled a 14, so he missed.
Bad boy hours.
He's a bad boy.
All right. On that note, any more movement?
That. He's a very good boy.
Any more movement?
Oh, please. He probably likes being called bad. He's made of literal shadows.
That's true. Any more movement?
Nope.
Okay. Lucy, you're up. Alvin,
Not
you're
like
on
I'd be allowed to give him any more movement. He literally can only do one thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, Lucy.
Who is on the left side of this stone thing? Like opposite the Drake?
Tomash.
You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Can I move around the Drake and get like behind that creature
Yeah.
to make a straight line with the other creature?
Is it only a 5-foot wide line?
Yep.
Zip
Then...
zap.
Oh, I lost that model. That's right. Because, yeah, they're 5 feet apart, so you wouldn't hit him. Anyways.
Great. Lightning bolt.
Cool. Dex 20, right?
Dex something.
It's an 18 and a 10.
Oh, yay me.
So I didn't know you had lightning bolt, and I thought you were.
18, by the way. So one of them makes it.
Okay. From what? What's that? Why is it only an 18? I'm so confused. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
All my shit's only 18. What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was 20 for some reason.
No, all my shit's 18.
I thought hers was higher than mine. Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought she had a 19. I have it down as a 19 too. Weird. Anyway. How much damage?
28 lightning damage.
So I didn't know you had lightning bolt, so I thought you were like doing the mental calculus of, should I fireball them even though it's gonna hit Tomash? Or...
Well, again, I don't have lightning bolt, but the staff does.
I didn't know that either. That's pretty cool.
You singe the one in front of you, directly in front of you, and it dies, and the other one looks pretty bad now.
Cool beans.
Alvin.
All right, I'm gonna run right up to the surviving one, so I'm flanking with the doggo.
Good boy. Good boy for the flank.
He's a good boy.
Anyhow.
And now he has advantage if he gets to attack again.
Oh, yeah,
Does he have advantage, or does he have a? Oh,
he
he's
has
got
pack tactics.
Yeah, then I'm definitely flanking with the dog.
Well, it's just anytime something else is within 5 feet of him and attacking the same target.
It's pack tactics,
Right.
basically.
All right. Before I attack, how is this guy looking?
He could bad, but he could still take a few hits.
Okay. Attack number 1. Cocked.
Down.
24. Plus the 2 is 26.
Yeah, 26 will definitely hit.
Second level smite and a hit die.
Okay.
So that's 13 slashing. So he takes 6. Then 9 radiant.
Okay, 15.
And 6 lightning.
So 21.
6 plus 6 plus 9 is 21.
Okay.
Not good rolls.
How do you want to do this?
Oh.
You killed him by 1 HP. 20 wouldn't have done it. Or 20 would have done it too.
All right. I am just gonna like stab him right in the base of the neck and just listen to him squeal.
We're able to get between two kind of like the rocky plates that make up his underbelly and kind of jab it in and twist it, and as you do, the rocks kind of break apart. Blood, this kind of reddish earth clay colored blood kind of runs down the front, and he just goes and it just stops at some point as the vocal cords are paralyzed, as he just kind of flumps down dead.
So as he flumps down dead, I see the dog on the other side of him?
Yes.
I sort of...
Well, how long does he see the dog? Because the moment that thing dies, it goes back to me.
He sees it as it's falling down.
So, like, I see that there was a dog.
Correct, yeah.
So, as that happens, I turn back toward Jackal and I ask, does the dog have a name?
And it's at this moment it
I've really
appears
thought
next
of
to
that.
him. So, like, you see it
And
on
then
the other
just
side.
kinda-
Sorry.
It's like and then it just kind of forms into my gauntlet,
Yeah.
into the rest of my arm.
Do you tell me the dog's name? Or do you tell me
I
the
never
dog
really thought
doesn't have a
about
name?
that.
It's okay if the dog doesn't have a name. Royce's Drake doesn't have a name either.
I never really thought about naming him.
Well, I think every good boy deserves a name.
I'll think about it.
You're pretty good in a fight, Jackal. You're weird as hell, but you're pretty good in a fight.
Hey, I have a lot of experience getting the hell out of Dodge when I need to.
We'll see how his mettle is tested when he goes up against vampires.
Hopefully that
And then Jack
won't
and
be
get
for a
down from
while.
the cliff.
Yeah, hopefully. All right. Why don't we take our break there and you can continue your travels deeper into the in-between and Feywild when we come back. See you guys in a few. All right. Hello. We're back.
The best part of break is that Rara can't hear us shit talking him.
No.
No. The best part is me getting to shove my face with food because apparently I was hangry.
Hangry? Why
Mhm.
was you hangry?
I don't know, man.
Well, we don't want to hanger DM.
That's how you get combats when I drop 3
You're not-
people below a third of their life in one round. Oh, wait, that just happened.
Okay.
Oops.
That
Right,
or
listen.
the bolt from blue.
Right, listen. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers.
Take a point.
I prefer peanut melt away over Snickers.
A peanut what?
Not a sponsor.
Peanut butter melt away
That's fair. That's fair. That's
from
fair.
Gardeners.
Yeah, hashtag not an ad.
Please, Gardener, sponsor me.
Hashtag I would take any sponsorship at this point.
More
Garners.
more accurately, free ad.
Just like us and Dr.
Hashtag why
Pepper.
would you think a big company like them would sponsor us?
That's true. If we talk
Wait.
about Dr. Pepper enough, maybe they'll sponsor us. Anyway, you guys have finished the combat with the rock salamanders. To break this back.
Maybe we can steal the Werther's ad from Sam.
Anywho, how would you all like to proceed?
Carefully.
How close are we to the place I haven't been to yet?
You're probably like 2 more hidey holes away.
Cool. How long has it been?
About 2 hidey holes, about 3 hours.
Cool.
So we're like halfway through the day's travel ish.
You guys would have a couple more hours. You'd have like 2 more hours. It'd be 8
Okay.
because it's 8 total.
All right. How's everyone on healing right now? Do we want to do a short rest now just in case there's another fight waiting for us at the next place?
I'm fine.
I think we're all full, aren't we?
Is everyone full?
Royce is 2 points off of max.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized that since Bael wears hooded clothing, the hide is draconic form. Is Jackal even aware of the fact that he's a dragonborn?
Yeah. It doesn't do a very good job of obscuring the nose.
I'd just say I'm a deformed tiefling.
Anyways.
Thanks to the divine shenanigans that the lizard-nosed guy did, I'm fine.
Watch who you
I just
call
realized I
lizard.
never did ask your guys' names.
Watch who you call lizard.
I mean, lizards have scales, so...
Anywho. That is true. He's never gotten your names.
We're going to assume at this point we've all told him our names. But
Yes.
I am Bael.
Royce and Drake's name redacted.
We call him Fluffy Fufu.
For a while, he wanted to call his Drake, and I was like, no.
But who would be Josh then?
It's true. Okay.
I mean, do you really want the rap sheet for Drake, though?
Yeah.
he started
It
at the
does
bottom.
spit
Now he's
fire.
here.
Different Drake.
Different Drake, the one from the Nickelodeon show. Anyways,
Oh, no, I know.
as you guys...
I thought we were just riffing on all Drake puns.
Fair. So, how are you guys proceeding for the day?
Away from rock cliffs.
So me and Alvin are still up front.
Yeah.
I mean, more what's the plan? Are you going to go to the second hidey hole and long rest? Straight into the Feywild?
I think head to the second hidey hole and then see how we're doing on time and try to figure out how much journey is left.
Okay.
And then make a decision then.
Okay. Okay. Is anybody going to do anything while you guys are traveling to the second hidey hole?
Sorry, I was rereading that feat you showed me earlier.
Yep.
Wouldn't hurt to collect some plants from the in between to take back. So I'll just gather
I
one
guess
of each random plant.
I'll just keep an eye on our path and look for footprints or like broken branches or anything that would indicate that we're not alone out here.
Then I need survival
What
checks from both of you.
before that, when Jackal sees Bael, I'll look at her. I was like, and picking up plants. He's like, "Be careful of the mushrooms."
Always a good tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
We need a just a tip emote now.
You really do.
So-
That's only a 13 survival from me unless I have guidance.
Yeah.
Would I be allowed to
Are
assist
you?
and
I
give him
assumed.
advantage?
I assumed you were giving yourself guidance, Bael.
I gave you guidance.
Oh, you gave me guidance.
Do you have proficiency in survival, Jackal?
Yes, I do.
Then yes, you can help him and give Bael or Alvin advantage.
I would give Alvin advantage.
Okay.
All right. So I rolled a natural 16 plus 6.
Cool. 22. Yeah, you're able to collect several different types of plants and stuff, taking
Oh,
Jackal's advice.
my second roll with advantage was a natural 20.
4.
So with guidance it's 21, and with my bonus it's 26.
You, as you guys are walking, it's fairly easy to see tracks, but it's mostly things crossing paths and stuff, and seems to be animal or potentially satyr or something else. But they seem to be crossing the paths, not necessarily following the same path you guys seem to be on.
I just glance over my shoulder at Lucy and I just whisper, like, anything we need to be worried about?
Oh, everything, because I'm here, of course.
I just nod.
Does Jackal hear that?
I don't know. Can you hear it? How quiet
I'll
were
make
you
a
being?
stealth. I'll make a stealth check.
Cool.
8.
Yeah, I think his passive perception's higher than that.
Yeah.
Well, the person that would his ears would perk at what they said would have been Lucy.
That reminds me, I need Lucy to make a D100 roll, please.
$84.
You feel safe in the fact that it is not currently pulling you back in, as the Feywild can do. But you feel it getting closer. As you guys move forward.
Then Jackal is just gonna look at Alvin and like, "What's so dangerous about her?"
I mean, I think you just saw with the fire and the lightning and the whatnot.
I mean, yeah, I can do those things too. That's not why I'm wanted.
She's wanted because of her sunny disposition. I mean, look at her. Those eyes, those ears, that tail.
Those are normal things in the Feywild, sir.
The hooves.
The hooves are. Oof.
Is Lucy hearing this?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways.
And that waddle's to die for.
Jackal leans into Alvin and whispers, "Is he always this crazy?"
I just whisper back, "Oh, just wait."
Wait until he spends 10 minutes trying to figure out a bonus action.
Or strategically
Dear
placing
God.
myself. Or
Is it okay if I give-
strategically placing myself.
Can I give myself a point of inspiration for that? Am I allowed
Yeah.
to do that? Cool.
I mean, you deserve it, Rai.
Alvin just Lenny just went straight down. I was like, yeah, got him.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
Anyways,
And the worst part is, he usually finds out he already cast the spell that turn.
that's why he was looking at the feed I sent him earlier today.
But just to be honest, just in case you're being scried upon or we're being scried upon, we can't divulge why.
Fair.
Well, I can't be scried upon. That's for sure.
That is true. Anyways, as you guys get to the second hidey hole, it is still bright out. But your first night here, you realize the sun never really sets.
Would Royce start getting a recollection of like the cycles?
No, because there's no sun up and sundown. It just gets slightly darker and then bright again.
And then colder and hotter.
Correct.
So that's some sort of indication.
Yes.
All right.
And as we settle down to rest, I'll kind of pull Jackal aside from the rest of the group and say, "Hey, you'll find out about Lucy when it's time for you to know. And the way you'll know it's time is when Lucy tells you. I mean, it's not any of the rest of our stories to tell. Got me?"
Yeah.
I'll do my nightly ritual, set out the candles, do my prayer to IO. Asking for guidance through the in between.
Any Bale's praying.
I
for their
take it
deity.
I'm not as tired as everyone else as per normal.
You're not as tired. You are tired, though. But not as tired.
Yeah, but when you get slammed and bloodied, that tends to put a lot of stress in your body. Even if you heal, it's still there.
Yep. Think of it like jet lag.
Going from United States to the opposite side of the world and back.
Yeah, kind of. Anywho. Anybody else praying to their gods besides Tomash? Or besides Bael, sorry.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's been a while since I've
It's been a
checked in
while.
with. It's been a while since I've checked in with the lawgiver.
It's been a while.
Well, the two of them are doing the rituals and praying. I'm just writing down in my journal.
All right.
I don't. To be clear, I don't do any visible rituals. I just kind of pray silently in my head while I'm trying to fall asleep.
Well, I do the whole meditation sleep thing.
Yeah, you do your whole thing, but
So anybody else besides you two? Lucy, Tomash. Alrighty.
Jackal doesn't pray to anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
you pray for yourself. You pray to yourself for yourself.
I pray that I can survive another night.
Okay. Cool. You all get another. Oh, watches. Who's taking first, second, and third?
I'll
Same?
take one.
Okay.
We'll permit Jackal to take one tonight if he wants to. I'm
I can go ahead and take
Tentatively-
first shift then.
I'm warming up to him a little bit.
Royce will take third like normal because of his trance, so Tomash gets the middle one. So I need perception checks from all three people who are taking watch.
Before I do sleep, I do give everybody guidance.
It only lasts for a minute, but that's a nice thought. 17 from.
Does that mean I get guidance for my perception roll then?
Oh, what a waste of a nat 20.
Oh! Unless it's during your shift in which creatures try to sneak up on you, and then it's a very good nat 20.
I got 21.
So, do I get guidance for mine?
No, because it's over the
Since
course
I was
of
first
your
shift.
shift. Making sure that you stay awake and
Gotcha.
pay attention. So,
I got a 19.
Royce got a 17. Luckily, nothing sneaks up on you guys during the night again.
As we're down sort of below as the rest of us are going to sleep, right before we start to drift off, I'll like turn over toward Lucy and just whisper, "Good night, princess," with like a smile. And then I'm out cold.
Smugness intensifies.
Why did I hear that in like a very, very, very specific voice from a very, very iconic movie trilogy?
No, it's for sure Han Solo.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little bit of Han Solo right now just because I can.
I was like, oh man, that is vintage. That is vintage Han Solo. Anywho.
Alvin is nothing like Han Solo in general, but I couldn't pass that up.
Please, everyone, hit your long rest buttons if you haven't already. As you all wake up the next morning, feeling refreshed but uncertain about what awaits you in the day.
First thing I do when I wake up is put my gauntlet back on after putting my arm back together.
The first thing you do when you wake up, you notice Bael's not in the hidey hole. He always gets up and works out early.
And it's true.
When I see that he's not there, I actually go out to see find where he is.
He's just outside doing yoga.
And
So I just
given
head back in.
Sorry.
I think given how yesterday went, and we seem to have some squishier party members, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Aid. Yeah, it's 3 creatures within range, so we'll do Lucy, Royce, and Jackal. You each get 5 additional hit points. Those are not temporary hit points. Your total goes up and your hit point maximum goes up for the next 8 hours.
And I will do the same for the rest of us.
Oh, okay.
So does that go into max HP
Correct.
modifier
That goes
or
into
override
max.
max HP?
That goes into max HP modifier
Okay.
because that will reset on a long rest. Yeah, I also didn't realize until I was reading a combo with Life Cleric that 8 actually technically counts as a heal.
Yeah. No, if you use it on somebody who's like at least 5 or at least a hit point or 2 down.
I accidentally clicked that.
Yeah. Now it's not affected by the Life Cleric ability, which is kind of crazy, but it is
Yeah, I
it
know.
is a heal. All right. You guys eat. Royce will have made good berries the previous night. We'll hand them out to anybody who doesn't want to eat rations.
Yeah, I'll eat one.
Same.
And with that, what's the
Royce wouldn't give one to Jackal, let's be real.
No, he wouldn't. Not yet. As that, you guys are going to head off into the unknown.
Into the unknown. Sorry.
Into the unknown.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
still haven't watched that sequel.
My favorite.
That song is the only good part. Let's be real.
Some Things Never Change is good because it's a meta joke about Disney when you really think about it. So there's two good parts. Also, Olaf singing "Let It Go" and then commenting that Elsa's a bit pitchy is hilarious. Those three things. The rest of the movie's garbo. Anyway, I need someone to roll for the weather today.
Ladies first.
14.
I think you just activated a trap card.
I didn't have any manlyhood to get offended from in the first place.
Wait, you don't have manlyhood?
I have male. That's the most masculinity I have to work with.
Nope, it is normal. You did not activate a trap card.
Joke's on you, I trapped your card.
Oops, anyway. Same marching order as yesterday.
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
And you guys are heading straight for what Jackal's plan is, or?
Yeah, sure. And still gonna keep an eye on the path for footprints, broken branches, same normal stuff.
Make a survival check then, please.
Guidance.
I am going to help him so he has advantage.
No need. I rolled a natural 19.
Oh, damn.
So that is a 26 with guidance.
But you could have rolled a natural 20 on the second one.
Crit diving is never good.
I did not roll a natural 20 on the second one, if it makes you feel better.
Anyways, same thing as yesterday. As you begin your trek, the paths cross yours, going different directions than the ones you were going, similar to yesterday. And after about an hour and a half of travel, the temperature starts to change. It doesn't become this kind of high 80s temperature that you guys have been used to the last couple of days. It kind of becomes more moderate. It drops about 10-15 degrees. Extremely seasonable, and the vegetation becomes much more vibrant. And then you notice little tiny floating lights in the air. And you get a sense that you have crossed the veil into the Feywilds.
I would collect more plants that I don't recognize. That's a 22 again.
You collect several different plant clippings as you walk through the veil for the first time.
Are we where we are supposed to be, guys?
I turned to Lucy and I just asked, like, does this look familiar?
Are we in a part that looks familiar?
You recognize it as Feywild, but you don't recognize it as much more than that.
It's the realm, but I'm not quite sure where we are within it.
Do we start looking around for Titanite or keep going down the path?
I'm still also waiting for another reply from our friend.
Give me 1 second.
So, right, what time of day is it when we get to the Feywilds?
It seems to still be light. But it doesn't. It's more of a kind of like wispy blue light as you guys cross over. All right.
Well,
We're in
start
Lucy's domain now.
start looking for rocks, find a place to rest, keep going.
How long have we been traveling? So it's probably just before noon.
Yep.
So Lucy, is it better to stay on the path or venture off?
Well, if you venture off, you could get lost, but I'm not sure the path is great with me either.
Alvin, make a perception check. Anybody else wants to start looking for tight night here, make a perception check.
I
Can
probably
I
Yeah.
also roll a stealth check on top of the perception check to try and stay out of sight while I'm looking?
Yeah. That's how you want
is
to do
That's
my
it.
just an 11 for
Okay.
me
Okay.
on perception.
is
Okay.
my passive high enough?
Same thing for me. 11.
Yeah, 19 on your passive is high enough. Well,
All right.
24 on stealth, and then my passive of 15 for the perception.
okay. You guys kind of fan out a little bit in the immediate area after you guys realize you have crossed over in this kind of swamp is not the word I'm looking for. Like ford kind of crossing of this very shallow, very beautiful water. And
So, like a rainforest?
kind of. I don't want you guys to
Like a marsh.
yeah, I don't want you guys to get the perception there's combat involved on this one, but kind of like this. Kind of like this dim blue light kind of covering everything. Similar plants, but different ones. And it's kind of like spread out. There's water around. There's rocks kind of jutting up out of the water in certain places. But it's very, very shallow all the way around.
Hey, Alvin, you got that nifty spell locate object. Can it use that?
By the way, reminder, the 2 battle maps tonight provided by Seafoot Games, not an ad, but do go support them. They're amazing people and let us use their maps for free on commercial content.
To Bael, I'll say, it has to be an object I've seen or that I'm familiar with. I've read about Titanite, but I've never seen it, so I don't think it would work.
I mean, if you make a scroll for it and give it the jackal.
Unfortunately, I only had one scroll for it, and I used it up a couple days ago. But I now have the spell prepared. So once I've seen it, I can probably find more. It's just finding that first.
Now, is Titanite magical in nature?
You don't know, but you would assume so.
Anybody got detect magic?
You do.
I was just in case, a wider range.
Oh, yeah.
I,
I
will
will
cap.
say you're 19. After you guys kind of fan out and search, you do find jutting out of this water, this kind of rocky formation, and at the top of it kind of seems to be sitting this jutted white metal that seems to match the descriptions of Titanite.
Alvin, Lucy, Tomash, Jackal.
I'll come over and take a look at what Bael's pointing at.
as I'm pointing. I'm looking around off to my right and my left, doing a 360, see if I see any others.
Okay.
That might
I'm
be
gonna
like,
sneak up behind Bael and poke him in the side.
I can't be surprised.
He looks down and grabs your finger. Bruh.
Yeah. Like,
I'll get out my smith's tools, and I know they're not designed for like quarrying like raw stone in nature. They're meant for like working molten
Yeah.
metal. But like, I'll just take my hammer and try to just like break off a piece.
Are you trying to be like just hit it as hard as you can, or kind of strategically hit it?
A little, yeah, a little bit more finesse. Like
Okay.
just try to break off a small piece just so I can hold it and look at it.
Yeah, so you do know how to use these tools. So
But it's a non-standard use of the tools, so could go either way. It's up to you.
yeah, I'll say I'll make a dexterity check, but at advantage, because that way it's only a +1. So it works out its way out to a +5 modifier essentially.
Okay. Guidance. I'm going to use a point of inspiration to re-roll one of those. Yeah, that's still just an 11.
Okay. You're not very dexterous with how you hit it.
I'm not very dexterous in general, right?
Yeah, that's fair. As you hit it and kind of around it, and you're trying to be really careful not to break it. But as you hit it and kind of be around it to be like very, very careful with it, you accidentally break the rock and just the whole chunk kind of like falls off.
as it falling, I'll catch it.
Make a dexterity check.
$15.
Yeah, you're able to catch it, but the weight of it kind of surprises you and it falls into the water. And it melts like cotton candy. I'm kidding, but that would be funny. All right.
Can we reach down and
Oh yeah,
pick it up out of the water?
Easily.
So I study it,
Mm-hmm.
just like look at it,
Yep.
familiarize myself with it, and then I cast Locate Object, which should tell me the location of any of the same type of item within 1,000 feet.
It locates one closest object. It doesn't locate all of them.
Okay,
And
so
I'll
just the
cast-
closest one within 1,000 feet.
I just
That's-
went on to
that's a
I just
good
went on
point.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
went
yeah.
on to Quip Stack to double check that's how it worked.
And I'll cast Detect Magic to see if it is magical.
It kind of resonates now that it's broken out of it, but as you kind of look around and see another one within like 30 feet of you guys, kind of like underneath like an overhang, which is the one you locate, by the way. The one that's still attached to the rock kind of jutting out isn't magical, but the one you have now removed from the column is.
I will.
If I go ahead and remove the second one, does it then show up as magical when Vial does detect magic?
Jubael, yes.
So they basically are not magical while they're in nature, but once they're
or being attached
out
to
or-
a plane of pure magic like the Feywild makes
Yeah.
them undetectable.
Yeah, I
but
could
once you
concentrate-
remove them, it's
Mm-hmm.
they show up as magical. Interesting.
Correct.
So, question for the DM:
Yes.
if I hold Moradin's favor in my hand,
Yeah.
about how heavy is it?
It's about the same weight as one of these chunks,
Okay.
but it's way bigger than the Morden's favor.
And how many of these trammels do we need to make?
You have no idea.
And just in terms of like carrying capacity, how heavy are these clusters?
They're about 15 pounds.
15 pounds each. I mean, I would just say let's take like 20 or 30 of them, like all we can find.
While they're doing that, I'll pull out the book of Vecna and start reading it, see if it tells me any information on that.
The hell did you get that from?
The library.
He's had that for a while.
He's had that, yeah.
Isn't that one of the first books we ever got?
I don't remember him getting that from the
Hey.
library.
Who's we, Shadow Boy?
No, I don't think he got it from the library. He got it from Sawyer when we returned a bunch of his books.
Was it
Oh yeah,
Sawyer?
no, that's
Because I remember you guys
yeah,
showing that book, the D Unit.
Bael got the Book of Vecna the very first time we met Sawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yep,
forget
and
what
that's
has
where-
been reading from it regularly the whole campaign.
That's right. I got
where
the
I have it,
dragon
yeah.
book from the library.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you got you. I knew you got the dragon books from the library, and so I was very confused for a second.
Yeah, I had that backwards. My bad.
I remembered.
Did remember. All right. What are you looking for specifically?
Information on the Tremels. And how many there were. Stuff like that.
Okay. You scroll through the book, and you find absolutely nothing about Tremels in it.
Is there any way I could like reveal pages that are hidden?
You've tried it several times and have not found out any secret combination to make that happen. Although there are pages missing from the book.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Can I make an insight check to sort of figure out that that's probably what was in the pages that are missing from the book?
Yeah, make an insight check.
I'll give guidance.
16?
Yeah, you start to think about it. You and Bio play your heads together and start to think about it for a second. And you're like, you know, he probably would have destroyed pages related to.
Yeah, it seems the book's pretty thorough about everything else. Like, we know part of his stat block of all things.
Well, I could always
We
get
just
a hold.
it would be weird for there to be no mention of that. He must have had it removed.
I could always get a hold of our friend and get another wish scroll, like I did for Royce's brother.
Yeah, we could try that. But
Also,
all
make
this,
an
all the
intelligence.
same.
Make an intelligence check for me too.
Who, me or Bael?
You,
Oh,
Alvin.
Guidance on this as well, or no?
yeah.
Yeah, if you want it.
And I wasted a good roll. I thought it was for me.
Yeah.
So that's an 18 intelligence.
Do you also remember the Morden book talks about There's, I believe it was There's Dune being banished. It does not talk about them doing it on Vecna. And it just hits you then when you're thinking about the Trammels and he's looking through the Vecna book and you make that connection.
How old is the Moradin book, or at least how old does it look?
How old is it compared to Vecna's book?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, does this book predate like Vecna?
It is from the Age of Heroes because you generally would get that from where the library was. You have no idea. It looks to be a similar make of the Vecna book, to be completely honest.
So, like, it may predate the Vecna book by a little, or it may predate the existence of Vecna or the banishing of Vecna by a little bit.
Correct.
Or it might not. Well, I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Also, you guys all have advantage on your next rolls thanks to Aang.
Hey, thank you! Woohoo!
Let's all use them on perception checks so we can get this done faster.
So how many chunks of Titanite are you looking for?
I'm just looking at what my carrying capacity is, which I think how much capacity I have is going to depend on whether you're making us count the weight of our platinum.
I'm not. I don't do coin weight. I'm not evil.
Okay, 1 sec then.
Honestly, Alvin, I think we should look for maybe about 8 to 10 chunks, just to be safe.
I need to go into my character sheet and turn coin weight off then.
Yeah,
Because it's on by default, and I didn't know if that was
because
something
I'm
I
carrying
needed.
about 100,000 worth of coin.
So if I don't need to count coin weight, I've got about 1,200 pounds of carrying capacity in my backpack.
Well, that's backpack plus what you can carry on you, period.
No, that's just backpack.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
So that would be 80 clusters in my backpack, which seems like way more than enough.
If
I
you
think-
can find that many, but yeah.
Yeah, I would just say let's find all we can while we're here.
I can probably also carry a few because I'm only up to 79 pounds of total carry weight.
We all have special
I-
backpacks.
I think the more the better, because we may not be coming back here. And if there's extra,
Hey, Royce is here.
like if there's extra, we can find something to do with it. Or we'll just have it, and
Cool.
it's not really hurting anything. But like, it's better to have too much than too little, I would say.
Okay.
So let's just
As I said, about 8 to 10 clusters.
a bare minimum.
So,
Because we can hold way more. Let's just get all that we can find here. I
Okay.
think.
so how would you guys like to go looking for more in this general area so I know what type of checks you guys want to make for the group challenge? Group skill check.
We'll go low, go high.
Well, I can do 2 more locate objects.
The Drake can help from the sky if we show him what to look for.
You get a haircut, Ang?
I did. I got.
He
Looks
got-
good, man.
No,
Looks
he didn't
good,
get a-
yeah.
He didn't get a haircut. He got his ears lowered.
Is it
was
just
a
me or
southern
do
thing.
Rai and Aang look similar now?
Wow.
It's true.
Well, wait a minute.
It's fucking true.
Aang don't have the poof in the middle.
Yeah, he does. He
like
does a
Rai
little
Rai.
bit.
No, when you take your headset off.
Oh yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
have that.
I think
later.
Rai Rai looks, or Aang looks kind of like Rai Rai if Rai Rai got yet another haircut.
Yeah,
And
which is
taller.
weird because
Like-
guess who got his haircut on Friday last week?
Oh no,
Me,
but
yeah.
you just naturally like yours a little longer.
That's true. I do also puff it up with a little bit of water in the morning too. So
No, Rai does look better with shorter hair.
I like my long hair. I miss it. Anyways, so Drake perception check is the first one.
And I'll give him guidance on that.
Okay. You guys get 5 rolls to make 3 successes.
First one is a nat 20.
Plus,
Welcome to the party, pal.
I need plus modifier plus guidance on the Drake.
Yeah. 1 second.
Did you guys not look at the memes channel? A nat 20 doesn't guarantee success.
Yes, that is true.
Only in 3.5 it does.
Yeah.
Even in 3.5, not on a skill check.
It is a 26
Okay. Cool.
for the first. Second is an 18.
No, it's just one roll.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. So you send the Drake up, and he kind of starts to fly around. He spots some more. He kind of comes down and talks to him in Draconic, and you guys kind of head off in that direction. What else are you guys doing?
So
I imagine
I can
Jackal
do-
would sneak.
Sorry, go ahead.
I imagine Jackal would like sneak around some of the darker areas of the forest where it's harder to see, and look there.
Okay. So stealth and a perception check, please.
Man, I remember when move silently and stealth were two separate things.
What would you like to do, Alvin?
So I've got one more. I can do one more casting of locate object.
Okay.
Then I can harness divine power, so I can do a second casting of locate object.
Okay.
Any more than that, I would need to take a short rest first to get the harness divine power back.
All right.
So I'll start with those two, and like each one that I locate, I'll just kind of look around for others that I can see in the area and just sort of harvest all I can.
All right.
And then like
make another
put them all
perception check
in,
then.
or put them all in my backpack so that locate object isn't seeing those.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
And then like once I can't find any more, do the second locate object and
Okay, so make
keep
two
going.
different perception checks for me then, please. Or survival, your choice. Well, perception.
My modifier is the same to both.
Yeah, I have your sheet up. I just saw that.
Do I
Yeah.
have guidance for my perception check or?
All right, so that's a 23 and a 17.
I will tell you, don't roll it. It won't. So it was what and a what?
A 23 and a 17.
Okie dokie. All right. What else are you guys doing to try and find these things?
My stealth was a 23 and my perception was a 16, by the way.
Yep, I saw.
While they're looking around that area, I'm gonna look in the brighter areas.
Like the what areas?
The brighter areas where the light would shine down brighter.
Okay.
And
all right, make a perception check for me then.
is a
He's
natural
the light to
18.
my shadow.
For a 27?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else want to help in some way to try and find these things?
I mean, I can just do a search now that I know what they look like.
Okay.
I just use my passive.
Passive is 20, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then yes. Royce, Tomash.
Assist however I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just assist how I can. Sorry, I jumped in a little late.
You're good. Damn it, technically it should have been nature. Fuck. Whatever.
Shh. They don't need to know that.
So one of you two guys needs to make a perception check then.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
It's a dirty 20, unless I have guidance.
All right. Over the course of 2 hours, you guys sending the Drake up to fly and kind of scout more. Jackal kind of staying in the shadows and searching low. Baal kind of going searching high up on these cliffs kind of things. You guys eventually find a total of 33 clusters.
Do we just hand them all to Alvin then, or?
He is the blacksmith.
I mean, I don't know if I mentioned that, Jackal. I'm a blacksmith. So
to know.
33 clusters, 15 pounds each is $4.95.
Yes.
All right, I will add that to my backpack.
And that's a 23 for survival to collect different plants.
You find a couple different ones you didn't see originally when you guys got here.
I figure our mutual friend will love them.
Potentially. All right.
I'd pick 2 of each, keep 1 set for myself and the other set for him.
And then I'll wait till you're done with this.
Oh, I'm done. You guys found
Oh,
the clusters you guys
I
were
was just
find.
gonna say, once that's all done and we have all the Titanite put away, I'll just like turn my eyes to the horizon and look around and see if there's anybody in the area or anybody who may have spotted us. Because not all of us were trying to be that stealthy.
Make a perception check. More perception checks.
Dirty 20.
All right. As you guys are done rounding up this Titanite, and you guys are on solid ground now on the other side of this river where it has kind of naturally taken you. You hear what sounds like a single horse kind of following you guys, being semi-stealthy in the shadows.
I just turn in the direction of where I heard the horse.
Coming out of the brush as he realizes that he wasn't being as stealthy as he thought, you see 2 centaurs in plate armor with staves on their back with these hooked blade weapons kind of step out and kind of get within like 15 feet of you, kind of looking very, 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 very suspicious at all of you.
Do I know? Probably not, but it's, I guess, worth a shot. Do I know, like, what are the proper protocols for interacting with centaurs? Like, do I bow? Do I?
You have no clue.
Like, I'm sure I have no idea, but
Do I recognize the armor or attire?
You do. You recognize this as the armor of the forest walkers.
Would I recognize the armor too?
You would not. Which is the armor of Scarret, who is one of the Archfey on the Sealy Court.
just kind of hold back and let Lucy speak first because she seems to be more familiar with what's going on than I am.
They kind of cross their arms and they're looking at you all like they're waiting for you to speak.
Godsman.
Hello.
How can we help you?
You can tell us what you're doing here.
Whatever I please.
Not often we get people from the other plane to this corner.
I'm not of the other plane. You should know that.
Interesting.
Would Bael know about centaurs?
You would know of them. You've never seen one.
I've read about a little about them, probably.
Yeah, you basically know that they look like what they look like.
I will do it. a bow to him.
Oh, we're just guardsmen. There's no need for formality here. But it's always appreciated.
Just showing respect.
And what makes you think you can do whatever you want in these woods?
Because I am not hurting anything. Neither are my companions. There's nothing against the law of walking through the woods.
That is true. But what exactly are you doing out here?
I hold up my sack of plants, foraging. That's the honest truth. I am foraging.
My friends were interested in some of the local flora and fauna for magical means. I brought them so I could help them pick as they please.
That is uncommon. It's quite a journey here. Not out of the ordinary, but uncommon. Oh. Were you doing anything else while you were foraging?
Nope, just walking along our travels.
Anything else like what, if you don't mind me asking? What do you suspect us of doing?
The way you entered through the veil, as it were, is known to be frequented by Fey hunters.
Do we look like Fey hunters?
They've been getting sneakier.
I pull up my symbol. Sorry to say, I'm no hunter.
Do me
We're
a
not
favor. Do me a favor if you'd be so kind. Look at me. Look at Bael. Look at my friends here. Look at how heavily armed and armored we are. Do you really think if we were Fey hunters, she would still be alive? And I point to Lucy.
It could be bait.
Bait. Can
That would
you
be
do
some
me a
pretty
favor?
expensive bait.
Do you have any coins in your pocket?
I kind of like reach around. No, not on me.
I look to his buddy. And you?
He kind of shakes his head. No.
I prestidigitate the image of what would essentially be the quarter in our realm,
Okay.
or at least in my land,
Mm-hmm.
which has my face on it.
Okay.
Did the rest of us pick up that that's what's happening?
I think our passive perceptions is high enough. Well, some of us.
Yeah.
It's like, and I just whisper to Lucy, like, I knew you were royalty. I didn't know that you were coin royalty.
Coinalty.
Coin of phrase, princess.
I assume you don't say that in game, by hell.
No.
Okay, hold up. Give me a second. Okay. So you prestidigitation the image of the quarter that has your face on it. Alvin, what did you say again?
I just said, like, with how heavily armed and armored we all are, do you really think
I
if
meant
we
in
were Fey
response to the
hunters?
prestidigitation.
Oh, like, I knew you were royalty. I didn't know you were coin royalty.
Can you give us just like 30 seconds.
If that's all it takes.
All right.
What even is a second here?
I am reading their lips the entire time.
Does the one centaur
So-
do that? Like,
He kind of like looks down at Alvin when he says that, like, what is he talking about? Because to them, it's just time.
time is an illusion, ain't it?
Time is a weird soup.
It's a weird soup.
When Jackal sees their faces, he's like, "Look, listen, we got here through the in between. Time is funky there. Okay."
Over the course of like 10 seconds, you hear that you see them on their lips, Lucy. They're saying like, that can't be her. Is it? Did she like actually come back here? Like, does she not know what's going on? Like, what do we do?
I see that, and I send a message to Alvin and go, they're not sure if it's me or not, because apparently I wouldn't be dumb enough to come back, because something big is happening.
May I reply to this message?
Of course.
I message back, do you want to leave? We've got what we came for.
I send another message. I'm not quite sure that we can leave.
Understood.
Well, they're
And
two
I'll
are
just
conversing.
I'll just be that much more vigilant. And
While those two are
watching for sudden
conversing,
movement.
I move up by Alvin and Lucy, like
Okay.
to stand by them, but while looking for more plants, while being alerted.
Okay. You trying to like
I'm like,
deceive them to get closer to hear them, or
no. To in case anything happened, I could jump in front of Lucy.
oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, here's another plant. I pluck it.
All right.
Jackal's going to use message on Alvin and ask, are we going to have to fight these guys, or
Hopefully not. Let's wait and see.
They come back for a couple of seconds. And they're like, just because we don't want to get confused here and want to understand the situation, you are a princess of the House of Forsyth, are you not?
Indeed.
And I think this is the first time everyone but Alvin is hearing that name.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That is
Because I specifically remember when you told me, and I went back and looked at my notes.
Mm-hmm.
correct.
And nobody else ever bothered to ask me my last name for me to give them the fake one I made up.
I didn't ask out of respect.
It's really good, by the way.
You like it?
I do.
shame we never get to hear it.
Oof.
I mean, or you can look at D&D Beyond and see what it is. Like,
That's
it's
true.
not...
You all hear...
I just, at this point, like, adventuring together for as long as we have, I assume that we all know each other's last names.
Yeah.
I don't think Baal gave his last one, did he?
No, but you guys...
Yeah, you don't have one on your sheet. But...
Correct. But as you guys are, as he says that, you hear plants and vines kind of creaking and cracking behind you and kind of form this arch behind you as you look around. And you see the centaur walking through that's about 3 times the size of them in just royal, like, hunter green armor with immaculate, decadent, like, gold trim with the symbol of an oak with just a single acorn on the center of the armor piece.
As
Do I
Aaron,
get the sense that now is when I should bow?
Yes.
I bow.
as naive as Bael is, he'll walk up to one of the first two that first showed up,
Mm-hmm.
smarter one, and pull out one of the purple leaves or flowers
Mm-hmm.
and be like, not realizing this is going on. Is there any more of these around? I really want some more.
They kind of bow and they kind of like point for you to turn around as that's going on.
Is it the flower?
Jackal walks
No.
up and smacks Bael upside the side of the head.
Oh, shoot. He swears in Draconic. Shit. And he gets down on one knee.
Oh. Much
While still
formality of late, but I
holding
like
a
the
flower like this.
attention. It is interesting to see you again here in this place, and you've brought friends.
Yeah, really role playing that 22 wisdom, Bael.
He's book smart. He's not street smart. Wait a minute. Did I have that backwards?
Yeah, no, that would be intelligence.
Yeah, you're right.
He's supposed to be really street smart.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Is it a crime to go for a walk?
When you leave the Feywild before your arranged marriage, absolutely.
I went on a vacation.
I'm not going to shout Rumspringa out of respect. Because I know you had enough of that on Friday. Right.
I was hoping you would fucking scream Rumspringa at that.
No, I didn't do it because I knew it. I saw that it visibly annoyed you.
It was
by
just
the last
because
time.
of how much he did it, to be fair. Interesting decision. See, things have changed in the days since you've left. Plans had been put in motion that you were not aware of that were related to your wedding.
Pity.
And now you come back. Just as things are getting serious. Ironic is all it is. So, are you going to come with me and do this the easy way, or are we going to have to do this the hard way?
I think we're going to do this the fun way, and I cast Arcane Gate.
Still on one knee, head down with the flower, he says, "Oh shit."
I
Counter
smack
spell.
his hand.
Counterspell.
One of the centaur guards will hold up his hand and counterspell it.
Counterspell.
that.
Do you actually have one?
I have a scroll.
Remember?
Bael, you go first.
Counterspell. Other centaur's gonna counterspell Bael. Alvin counterspells that one. So hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counterspells.
So am I first on the stack?
Yes.
All right, so I need to roll an Arcana check first, correct?
Yeah, you actually do because it's not on your spell. Same with Bael too, to be fair.
So I need a 13.
Yeah, you just need a 13.
All right, that
dirty,
means I need to. That means I need to roll a 12 here.
Yeah.
dirty 20.
I rolled a 5 inspiration. There we go. 17 Arcana.
Okay. Dirty 20 will do it. And then you need to. Oh, actually, it's a level 3 spell, so
Yep. So I don't need to roll for it.
nobody needs to roll for it. So the Arcane Gate will get off after 5 fucking counter spell. Let's imagine, like, counter. Boom, 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 boom. All right.
I laughed so hard I hurt my side.
Sounds like a you problem, but.
Oh, we come prepared.
All right. So what was it again?
Arcane Gate.
Okay.
So I make the circle and yell, hop in. And we all do, I hope.
I will hop in last.
I push you in, and as I hop in last.
No, I'm going in last.
I know.
Good luck pushing me.
Royce is like, eyes bugging out.
Did that really just happen? I say as I follow them.
Well, did you want to fight them all now?
Well, sorry. So when I'm about to step through, I'll turn to the centaurs and say, "Look, it's nothing personal. We follow her first." And I just shrug and step through the circle.
All right.
After I know that everybody's through, I cut off concentration, the circle closes.
Okay.
So we
That
are
seems
both
very
100
useful. I should
feet
learn how
in
to
the
do it
other
sometime.
direction.
So where are we
Oh,
now?
We buy abundance of scrolls.
You're 500 feet away, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear them charging.
I say we make like a leaf and get out of here.
Yeah, I really do need to be gone like the wind. Anyone know any good hidey holes around here?
What were the centaurs saying when all that shenanigans was going on?
Oh, they were just kind of dumbfounded that many that much magic happened at once. Like it kind of it's 500 feet, right? On Arcane Gate.
Yeah.
All right. What you guys doing? Running?
The moment I'm
That's-
deleting my counterspell scroll from my inventory, I am sad.
Okay.
Jackal is panicking.
Sorry, Grubhub keeps sending people to my alley instead of my front door.
Weird.
If it's
It's
free,
like
I'm
food,
the
just
take
fourth
it.
looking
time.
around in shock.
Okay.
Sorry, Lucy.
What direction would you guys like to proceed?
Do I recognize
following
where we
Lucy.
are yet?
Make an intelligence check.
Gonna guide myself.
Royce, see if your Drake can see any
I'm gonna
towns or
chaos the
villages.
tides that shit. $28.
Yes. You do. you are within the. I'm trying to think of the like the Rendane Forest. So on the other side of the Fey Lake is where your home is.
So then I would know that close by ish would be one of the noble houses, and that they would be friendly to me.
So the closest house is Scarrett's. There
That's the
is
next closest house.
there is a dock that is also in the Rendane Forest that would take you across. That you could possibly get a boat to go across the lake towards your home.
To the dock.
All right. Let me get my damn rules
So,
out.
anyone know another way out of here? Because I don't think we're getting to the Vale anytime soon.
Cool. Who has the best initiative and wants to roll for your group initiative on this?
Me?
I think it's Tomash.
Probably, yeah, well, probably Jackal.
Plus
You don't
9
wanna-
with advantage.
Yeah.
I've got a +1.
But you do have
Yeah,
advantage. So +9 with advantage, so he's rolling. Okay.
22.
Reroll. Wait, what's your plus dexterity?
4.
Okay, so his is +6, so they're going first.
Poor Bael was over there sad because it would have been him for like 2 sessions.
I'm only 2 off. I'm at +7.
you
But I rolled shitty.
you took the alert feat so you could finally have the best initiative, and then Jackal joins the party.
Well, if they have it, I could take improve initiative.
I
No,
think
alert is what that is.
replaces
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
improve initiative in
Yeah.
this game.
There's nothing
Because
called
improve
improvement
initiative, I think, gives you +3 or +4.
All right. So
Yeah.
you guys are going to take your only actions are essentially dashing. So you move 2 hexes instead of 1 on this during your turn. So you're beelining for the dock, I assume.
I'm following Lucy.
When we get there faster, if Royce casts his spell on us,
No, that just improves our stealth.
All right. So you're beelining for the dock, Lucy.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we could, in theory, go into the trees and just vanish.
Tomash, roll a d20 for me, please.
give you good juju.
So there are some places I'd want to try to hide from centaurs. In the forest is not one of them.
All right, nothing happens. The centaurs are going to do that for their movement. You guys are going to beeline to the dock again, I assume. All
While
right.
we're doing that, like while we're running,
Yeah.
is like, can we like speak back and forth
Yeah,
quickly?
absolutely.
Like while we're running.
Absolutely.
So I'm just asking Lucy, like, where are you taking us?
The docks. My home is across this lake, and we can't stay here. This house is not friendly to me, obviously.
You don't think that's where the centaurs were going to take us anyway?
I don't know. I don't plan to go home. There are a couple nobles surrounding that I believe would be friendly to us, to me.
Gotcha.
Do we still have 8, or is that worn off now?
It's 8 hours. You guys still have it. All right.
But probably not for too much longer.
8 hours is 8 hours in the Feywild, just because you guys have jet lag.
Well, so how long has it been since we cast Aid?
6 hours now.
Yeah, so
2.
2 hours left.
That's first turn, second turn. The end of your guys' turn, I need Lucy to roll a d20 for me.
16.
Again, nothing happens. The centaurs are going to make their 2 tiles. You guys are going to make your 2 moves. Rice, roll a d20 for me.
17.
Again, nothing happens.
Wait, so what you're telling me is that magic is affected by time zones?
No. It's not. Cool. The end of your guys' turn. Who hasn't rolled a d20 yet wants to roll?
Luke,
I'll risk it for the biscuit.
11.
Okay, cool. Nothing happens.
I also figured out why it said 18. Somehow I unattuned my cloak for all my spells. So it is 19.
I knew I wasn't going crazy.
This time.
Fair. So I need one
I mean, if
last...
you were going crazy, I would have been too.
I need one last d20 roll from either Bael or Jackal.
15.
I'll do it.
15. Nothing happens, and you guys make it safely. Out of breath and panting and tired, but you make it to the docks probably a clear 3 minutes before the centaurs are going to show up. What would you guys like to do?
Get a boat and go.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Talk to whoever's there. How much for the boat?
It's a 2 gold apiece across the lake, and it's leaving in like a minute. Just hurry.
Here's 15
Flip him
plat.
up. I was going to say, I just flip him a platinum piece and we keep running.
I give him 15, say, you never saw us.
Okay. I never saw you. Alright.
How big is the boat?
It's like a ferry. It's like an hour across the lake. You guys kind of run through like this little tiny town. It's like 10 or 12 buildings. Architecture to everybody but Lucy is very, very odd. For those of you who have come across Elven architecture on your journeys, it is similar but also extremely different and kind of like dissident. Weirdly arched roofs and kind of cantilevered buildings that don't make sense of how they can stand up, even in this small, kind of more, you would think, rural area is. As you guys run onto this kind of small 2-sailed boat and run up onto the dock. And run up onto the boat right as it's getting ready to leave. And as it does leave, you all see the centaurs standing on the docks, watching you guys sail across the water.
I do like that sorry type look, innocently, with conviction.
Make an intimidation check? Did you just roll a nat 20 or a nat 1?
Nat 20. 24 total.
Kind of like shake their fist at you when they see the face.
And just next to him being like, there's just a metal middle finger sticking out of the edge of the boat.
Okay.
Sure. Entice him to hunt us even more.
If you guys have anything that recharges on a short rest, you can take a short rest on the boat. Because I know a couple of you guys do.
Joke's on you, I didn't use anything.
And within...
So as soon as we finish the short rest, I get my channel divinity back. I'm going to immediately use my channel divinity again to do harness divine power. For my second time, I can do it per day and get a second level spell slot back.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Does
Cool.
aid wear off by this point now?
Yeah, aid will have been worn off by the time you guys get there. As you guys pull into the docks. The Broken Vale, where the Forsyth family mansion is, as well as several other noble families of Sagehurst live.
Never thought I'd see this place again.
I just look around and then I finally say, like, well, Lucy, surprising no one, I think your hometown wins.
I would have to agree with you here, Alvin.
I don't know. I never seen my hometown.
It's like, so you guys kind of pull into the dock. It's like a mile like wide as you guys pull in, and with just magnificent architecture.
I didn't even know half these colors existed.
I
Well, to be
didn't
fair,
know there was this much green in all the galaxy.
Take a point.
Oh, I broke right.
Yeah, you did, because that line is up there to be with I hate sand, it's coarse, it's gritty, and gets everywhere. For me, it just like nails on a chalkboard. And you did it in the accent too. God. Anyways. However, the city is also not as you remember it. Even though you have some idea that it's probably just been 6 or 7 days of time in the Feywild since you've left, given what the satyr said to you. There's signs of conflict and scars on buildings, as if something unseemly has happened here. To what end, you don't know. And we'll pick up there next week.
Alvin, you need to stop killing me.
He saved you with aid.
You're still
Joke's
alive.
on you, I almost killed you last week.
It stopped killing me, not Jackal.
Fair. Alright. We're going to send you to... If you guys are watching this live, we're going to send you to one of our very good friends who's just getting started. And for the people watching on VOD, we'll see you guys next week. Oh my god. Bye.